Welcome to Get Real with Eddie, where we delve deep into the world of real estate with your host, the designated managing broker of Exit Real Estate Specialist, Eddie Ruettiger.
It's time for some real estate talk here on Get Real with Eddie. And of course, in studio is none other than Nancy Vallee from Exit Real Estate Specialist. Nancy, how are you?
I'm well. Thanks. How are you?
I'm tired today. I want to go take a nap.
Too much partying?
I think the weather's just sucked everything out of me.
Yeah?
You know, just the weather's been so crazy. I'm done. I want to go take a nap.
Well,
But let's do some radio show first, and then I'll go take a nap.
feels like we've turned a page.
I think
fall.
A little bit. I think we're getting close. So, all right. Caught this and really got my interest piqued. The Great Wealth Transfer, a new era of opportunity. In recent years, there's been a significant shift in how wealth is distributed among generations. It's called the Great Wealth Transfer. Historically, the transfer of wealth from one generation to the next was a more gradual process, often limited to smaller amounts of inheritance or family savings. But today, the scale has increased in a big way. As a recent article from Bankrate says, the biggest wave of wealth in history is about to pass from the baby boomer over the next 20 years, and it's going to have a major impact in many facets of life, called the Great Wealth Transfer. $84 trillion is poised to move from older Americans to Gen X and millennials. If it's managed smartly, Americans will be able to grow their wealth and ensure their financial security. This is huge.
Yeah. Yeah.
$84 trillion is out there. My advice, invest in real estate.
Absolutely.
So there's a graph. Make that Nancy size, maybe.
Well, and you know what? Before we even get to the graph,
Yeah.
even talk a little bit about how and why it's moving. Is that as baby boomers age and they sell off businesses, they sell off homes, they downsize, they pass and leave inherited monies. That's all what that $84 trillion is. That's what they're talking about.
So they estimate $4 trillion being inherited by baby boomers, $30 trillion by Gen X, $27 trillion to millennials. Finally, a part where my generation stands out over the millennials. I'm just saying. And 11 trillion going to be inherited by Gen Zs. Who was did the graph?
Yeah, that graph is.
Merrill and Searle Associates. I can't make it bigger.
That's all right.
Gives you an idea. So Merrill talks about the benefits of the recent era. Why millennials face steep barriers to buying a first home in many markets. That's a for now story, not forever story. The Great Wealth Transfer should enable more of them to become homeowners, trade up, or add a second home, either through inherited property or funds for a down payment. You know, I got a good friend of mine.
Mm-hmm.
They wanted to buy out of state because his parents lived out of state, and they were going to move down there. They loved the area. They loved everything. And this is actually what happened. Mom passed away suddenly, and Dad was just right afterwards.
Mm-hmm.
And so now they don't have to buy the house. They have the parents' house down there. And so they inherited the house, the cars, pretty much everything.
Mm-hmm.
And so, yeah, it's happening now. It's happening already. And it moved them from a position that they were struggling. Not to mention both of them, are getting the experience in their positions. They both moved up, made huge jumps in their jobs, in their careers.
Mm-hmm.
So 10 years ago they were struggling. Today they are financially
They're set. Good.
I mean, so this is really helping. So.
Oh, yeah.
And this is the reason you work hard. You want to leave a legacy. You want to leave something for the generation.
Yeah.
I mean, you want it a little easier for your kids. And the grandkids. And maybe the great-grandkids.
You never know. Well, and you're saving so that you can take care of yourself so that they don't have to. Again, that's a money drain for them if you're not in a position to help yourself. So
Absolutely. And that's the biggest thing. So you're just saving to take care of yourself. They're 100% when it comes to that. But still, you look at the amount of money.
that's a lot of money.
That is $30 trillion that is going to go through. And this is all by 2045. They're predicting this. So by 2045. So we're talking 20
years.
22
basically.
years?
20 years.
20 years? 21 years.
Well, we're
So-
almost to 2025.
All right. 20 years and 3 months.
Okay.
Sorry, I was there.
Exactly. Put that on your watch.
Why do you got to say we're almost to 2025? We're not near 2025 yet.
It's September.
Just because we just had Labor Day yesterday. God.
I mean, we're closer to 2025 than we are the beginning of 2024.
Can I get through Thanksgiving before I have to start worrying about the next year? I'd like to eat some turkey and be a fat little kid, and then I'll worry about 2025.
I didn't say you had to worry about it. Go ahead. But you got to have Halloween and, get the goodies.
I'm going to get the goodies for Halloween this year. Because you know where we're going to be for right before Halloween?
Where? Are you going to Disney again?
We're going to Disney again.
Oh, Lord. Oh, Lordy.
And there's Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party.
Yeah.
And we got tickets.
Yeah.
And you basically get to trick or treat through Magic Kingdom.
That's fun.
Uh-huh. The amount of candy I'm seeing. Like,
Yeah.
you know how you ever go trick or treating with a pillowcase?
Yeah. We
And-
did all the time.
All right, and your pillowcase is about quarter filled, right?
No, well, we had apartment buildings behind us.
Okay.
Behind our house where we
Which
grew
no
up.
one everybody went to half the time.
We went there because we knew you could fill your pillowcase.
Yeah, because they had no one coming. Well, that's the thing. We have seen amounts of candy just stockpiled in beds. It's insane. This kid is going to be... He ain't going to eat any of it. I know that for a fact because he doesn't. So,
Yeah.
and then
Well,
we all fly
he's
back
here
right
there.
before. I stay down there for exit meetings and conference, and then they'll fly back, and then I'll be right back right before Thanksgiving. Or not Thanksgiving, right before Halloween.
Yeah, nice.
So, gonna be a good time. Good times!
Indeed. I just as soon go to New Orleans, but
Well, you would. My wife would not.
okay,
And I have a 7-year-old. You don't have a
That's true.
7-year-old.
that's true.
So my wife likes roller coasters, eating beignets, and fireworks.
I'm down with the beignets.
So this is true. You are down with the beignets.
Yes.
All right. Today's biggest housing market myths. I think there's a couple extra that we can throw in after this list.
Okay.
But number 1, I'll get a better deal once prices crash.
I think not.
Hold on 1 second. Prices are not going to crash.
What was that? I didn't hear you.
Gosh.
Yeah. Don't know how in the world it could possibly crash when demand is so high. Kind of hard. Just saying.
It is supply and demand. It's driven by supply and demand. Existing homes. Back when it crashed, there was 10.4 months supply.
Yeah, what did we talk last week? We haven't looked at this week's
Like
numbers. Last week was
2.6
months
2.8
supply.
for Shanahan. Wasn't it Shanahan
Yeah.
last week?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was 2 point something.
Hmm.
Nationally, it's 4.1. They were building 1.5 million homes. Is that 1.5 million or 1.6? I'm sorry.
Oh,
1.
look at that.
I can make this one larger.
Thank you. Thank you for making it my size.
Nancy sized, yes. 1.6 million homes were being built back then. Now, maybe a million. Roughly a million. It's technically just under a million.
Yeah, so we're not catching up.
We're keeping up with population growth.
Yeah, but we're not catching up to what we need.
Then, in foreclosures, 1.7 million foreclosures.
Back then.
Now, 300,000.
Yeah. That even surprises me.
You could
with
double
as much equity as you have in
You
your
could
home.
double the foreclosure amount and still be okay. I mean, you literally could.
You could triple it.
Triple, you're getting close to a million. Now I'd start getting worried.
Yeah, but I'm
900,000?
saying, I think you could go to a million and recover because there's so demand is so high and stuff that I think that would. I don't know how we'd ever get to a million because demand's so high, but okay.
All right, number one mistake sellers are making. Would you like to take a wild guess?
What mistake are sellers making?
I was going to say, would you want to take a wild guess?
Oh, well, I can take a guess.
Take a guess.
It's pricing.
That is correct.
Yeah, this is not 2021, folks.
Yeah. In today's housing market, many sellers are making a critical mistake overpricing their house. This is a common error that can lead to some sitting on the market for a long time without any offers. And when that happens, the homeowner may have to drop their asking price. Data from Realtor.com shows the number of homeowners realizing this mistake and doing a price reduction is climbing.
Yeah. They're just, prices are not going up as fast as they were. You've got to understand that.
In January, it was 182,930 in price reductions. In July, 326,500. I can't see that last number because
540?
I think so. Yeah, 540. I had a little screen over that.
Yeah,
screen.
no, I do too, but I'm just, like, I moved, like I could see behind the...
Well, it's because it was in your own head.
Yeah, that's usually where it is. Blocking in my head. Anyway, yeah, so to me that just shows that people are excited about the market, but they haven't figured out that the market isn't going up as quickly as it was. Home values are still rising, just not as fast.
I think one of the things you have to do, and we use InfoSparks a lot, is you need to look at market conditions in your town.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? You may want 500,000 for your house, but does your town, your area, justify 500,000? It's out. You got to look macro, not micro. The CMA is micro. The CMA is, okay, this house here sold, this house here sold, and this house here sold. And they all sold for 450,000. And they are all 3 bedrooms just like mine. They're all exactly like mine. So odds are your house is going to sell for 450. But if you go and look at the macro and you realize, well, guess what? The rest of the town is all selling for 300,000. And you're going to come in asking for 450, you could be on the market for a while.
Yeah.
Because what features do you have that the average house in the area doesn't? You need something to justify that $100,000 to $150,000 more spend.
Yeah.
I mean, you really need to have that information. And that's the aspect that you look at. We sometimes look so micro because we look at it from the prism of the CMA. We don't take the macro into consideration, the big
Well,
picture.
I think you should. Because, like, when I pull numbers, I'll pull numbers micro, but then I'll look at the town, I'll look at the zip code, what's going on with, let's say, a 3-bedroom, 2-bath in that entire zip code.
Yeah, I think a zip code is a good pull. That's a really good pull. Because very seldom, I mean, it does happen where you have a zip code where you're crossing over school line boundaries, town boundaries, you know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
that. you're usually a zip code staying within the for overall, it stays inside, school districts. It stays within inside, towns.
Yeah, by and large.
By
So
and
your
large.
average is going to be, so if you're taking a picture of that zip code, it's close enough related that your numbers are going to be a little more
Yeah.
accurate. So like you said, if you're asking 500 for something that no place else has gotten, you got to really look at why. Or be ready to reduce your price. You can always try it, but
Price it based on what you want to make, not what it's worth. Another misstep is pricing it based on what you want to make on the sale and not actually its current value. Bankrate explains, how do you find that sweet spot of pricing for profit but not overpricing?
I have this conversation all the time with clients about because, well, let's price it higher so we have room to negotiate. No, now you're overpricing. You want to price accurately to entice multiple buyers and then let them
Bid up the property.
bid up the price.
Yeah. Continuing on Bankrate's explanation, the expertise of your agent can truly be valuable here. A knowledgeable agent will understand fair market value in your area, how much your house is worth, and how much you might responsibly expect to get for it in the current market. I mean, and that's a big, big thing, is what can I get in the current market?
Yes.
U.S. News Real Estate explains, you want to sell your house for top dollar, but realistically about the value of your property and how buyers will see it. If you're overpriced, your home chances are you'll eventually need to lower the number, but the peak period of activity that a new listing experiences is already gone.
Yes. You only get one shot
Yep.
at a first impression.
Yep. And then you got everybody in the market going, haha, I told you so. You had to lower your price.
Yep.
I knew that. I knew that was going to happen. So,
Don't be that one. Because it hurts you in the long run.
it does. It really does. You said Plainfield, right?
Yeah, we haven't
Well,
checked
I think
out
you said
Peeville.
Plainfield last week.
Yeah, we haven't checked Peeville out in a
All
while.
right. Plainfield sales price. Median sales price in Plainfield for July was $390,000. That is up 7.8% year over year. The median original list price is $425, up 6.8%. Market time is 13 days on the median, up 18.2%. Don't worry, it's up from 11 days. Don't buy into the clickbait there.
Yeah.
Median sales price on the percent list last is 100% of the last list price, 100% of the original list price, so we're not seeing a lot of price reductions. Contract to close, 38 days on the median. Listing to contract days is 8. Month supply in Plainfield. Look at that number.
That's crazy.
1.4 months. That is actually up from last year. It was up 7.7%.
Yeah, from 1.3
3
months to 1.4 months.
So, with that being said, what that means is if I sell all the listings in Plainfield at the current rate they're selling and nothing new comes on, we'd sell out of all the houses in 1.4 months. Less than 2 months, all the inventory would be sold if nothing new was to come on the market. That
Still a very strong seller's market.
very strong seller's market in Plainfield. Homes for sale, 167 units. That is down 4.6. New listings is down 1.7 to 1,947 units. Under contract is down 11.3% to 1,309 units. Closings should be down, and they are. Look at that. down 8.4%, down to 1,375 closings in the month of July in Plainfield. So, showings to the contract, 20 showings is your average number of showings to get a contract, while the average property is showing showings per listing is about 10.1 showings per listing.
Yeah. So Plainfield's still strong. Going
It's
strong.
probably the strongest one out there. I'm really surprised the original list price, or the sales price increase, was only 7.8%. I was expecting a higher number than that.
Well, curious. Did we see last list? Percentage last list?
Percentage last list closed, yes. Median sales
That's
price,
100.
the 100%. The average is 100.3.
3. Okay.
So, and that's actually down 0.3% because last year was 100.6. So they are getting over list price.
Yeah. Just a skosh.
Mm-hmm.
But again, it's in high demand.
I really thought the median sales price, the increase would have been year over year would have been around 10 or 11%, not 7-8. I mean, still that's great growth. That's
excellent growth.
and it's stable growth.
Yeah. Well, it's power. I would say, considering, look at Shanahan last week. What was it? 5%.
Around 5%.
So, it's 7.8. I think is really respectable.
Oh, that's really respectful. But we've been seeing higher numbers.
But I think at some point you're going to see it kind of
Average out.
Yeah, because how much can you afford?
Valid
It's
point.
affordability.
It does come into affordability. You got to. That's a great point. And unless we see wages increase or interest rates come down, that affordability needle's not changing. We're seeing the rates come down, so we are seeing some things become more affordable because of the rates coming down.
Yep. And so that might even tick up a little bit more. That median sales price, now that interest rates are down, might see that push. A little bump.
Perhaps it just
Maybe.
It all depends on
Maybe.
how the supply comes into play. If we
True.
we see an increase in buyers coming to the market, that's great. But those buyers, are they selling something at the same time they're buying, or are they not? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Is it a wash?
I would be curious what the median sales price is on new construction in Plainfield versus, there you go.
I can give you that.
Thanks.
Median sales price on new construction, single family homes. So this takes in, do you want all properties or just the detached?
Just detached. Because that's what we were comparing. So I want to try to
No,
compare.
we were doing all properties.
Oh, well, let's do all properties.
Okay, let me go back to all properties. We're looking at everything.
Okay. So median sales price for
All properties.
all properties.
Single family,
New
so-
construction is 504.
That takes in duplexes,
470.
townhomes, condos, and single family.
And that's up 6.8%.
6.8%.
Interesting.
Now,
Because you know how we were talking last week, the average.
there's your single family house.
Okay.
You're at 539,990, only up 2.2% from last year.
Interesting.
I'm seeing new construction
Yeah.
really, really take some big discount cuts, or really adding in huge value with their interest rates.
Oh, with their interest rates,
Yeah,
big
so-
time.
All right, we're running late for a break, so let's hit the break. What credit score do you really need to buy a house after the break? Keep it here with Get Real with Eddie.
It's Eddie Ruettiger from Exit Real Estate Specialists.
And Get Real with Eddie. I want to bring to your attention the Herbert Trackman Planetarium at Joliet Junior College. My son loves this. They offer free shows on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 6 p.m. It's perfect for stargazers. The show provides excellent astronomical instruction and entertainment for no charge. That's right, it is free on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 6 p.m. The planetarium features a 30-foot diameter dome, a new new OmniStar digital planetarium projector. During the shows, you can enjoy sky tours using the projector and PowerPoint presentations covering a wide range of astronomical topics. For more information, please visit jjc.edu/planetarium. And for you educators out there, they are open for field trip bookings. So go to jjc.edu/planetarium.
Welcome to the Lions Club. Being a lion means knowing that kindness matters. We believe in changing the world by serving the needs of our local communities. More than 1.4 million lions around the world are responding to local and global challenges with kindness and care. Come volunteer with us. Your Lions journey starts here. The Crest Hill Lions Club invites you to reach out to your local Lions Club to learn more about how you can be a part of a community and bringing passionate, kind-hearted people together to serve local needs. They build relationships that lead to opportunities. In short, when Lions serve, life improves and the community grows. Grow with us. Go to lionsclub.org to start your journey today. That's lionsclub.org. And don't forget to save the date for the Lions annual Luau and Car Show, Sunday, September 1st from 12 p.m. till 10 p.m. at St. Joe's Park, 700 Theodore Street, Joliet. Car Show will run from 12 p.m. to 4 p.m. in conjunction with annual community luau. $15 entry fee per vehicle. See you there.
Are you ready to make your next move in real estate? Look no further than Exit Real Estate Specialists, your innovative leader in the industry. At Exit, we're not just about transactions. We're about building relationships and fulfilling dreams. Step into a community of empathetic, well-trained professionals dedicated to your success. Our Exit Real Estate professionals are more than just agents. They're your trusted advisors and allies in the journey of buying, selling, or investing in real estate. Whether you're selling your home or searching for your next investment, trust Exit to provide an excellent experience from start to finish. Our commitment to putting people first means you receive personalized attention and support, ensuring your real estate goals are met with success. Call us today at 815-823-5478 or visit exitrealestatespecialist.com to learn more. Exit Real Estate Specialists, exceeding your expectations every step of the way.
You made a smart move to get real with Eddie, helping you make your next smart move into your next home.
All right, so what score do you need to buy a house is the question. Nancy, do you have an answer?
Yeah, I have an answer.
And what is it?
Well, it depends.
That's the answer. What does mortgage rate report say?
Mortgage rate report says good credit scores communicate to lenders that you have a track record for properly managing your debts. For this reason, the higher your score, the better your chances of qualifying for a mortgage.
In other words, pay your stuff on time.
Yes.
So
Pay your stuff on time. All the time. Every time.
the trouble is most buyers overestimate their minimum credit score and they need to buy a home. According to a report from Fannie Mae, only 32% of consumers have a good idea of what lenders require. That means nearly 2 out of 3 people don't.
Yeah.
Here's what experience says. Nancy?
Experience says the minimum credit score needed to buy a house can range from 500 to 700, but will ultimately depend on the type of mortgage loan you're applying for and your lender. Most lenders require a minimum credit score of 620 to buy a house with a conventional mortgage.
I love how you get 500 to 700. Like, they're going to say no to somebody that's got a 740 or an 800 credit score.
Yeah. Well, they said minimum credit score.
Oh. Because what's perfect? I think 840 or 850?
I think 840
Is it 840 the highest?
I thought it was.
All right. I couldn't remember if it was 840 or 850. So.
I think it's 840. But again, all these moving parts, because you've got debt, you got credit score, you got your work history, all those things play into it.
FICO explains while many lenders use credit scores like FICO scores to help them make lending decisions, each lender has its own strategy, including the level of risk it finds acceptable. There is no single cutoff score used by all lenders. There are many additional factors that lenders use. Your income, your debts, all factor in when you're trying to buy.
Well, and let's say you have a weaker credit score, but you have a huge down payment. You got inheritance from grandma. You know, that boomer inheritance that you were waiting for.
Yep.
And so you got this big down payment now, so the bank may roll with you because you have a 40% down or something. Huge. It's a possibility. Depends.
Easy steps to boost your credit score according to Experian. Pay your bills on time, number one. This does not mean you need to pay $100 on a $50 bill. This means you need to pay the minimum $50 on time.
Right.
All right? Don't wait, make it late. Well, I was going to pay extra next week. No, you got to pay it on time, then pay the extra.
Yeah, if you want to make a second payment, go right ahead. It'll help your credit. But make sure that minimum payment is always on time. Always.
Pay off outstanding debt. By paying down debt, you can help lower your credit score. One of the factors with your credit score, folks, is look at your credit limit, all right, and then look at what percentage of that limit you're using. You take a ding on your credit score every time you hit 10% of your limit, 20%, 30, 50, 80,
Yeah.
you know, 100.
You're going to take a debt. You're going to take a hit.
You're taking a ding.
Yep.
So by paying those down, even just going down and getting you where you're under 50% makes a huge difference. Huge difference.
Absolutely.
Don't apply for too much credit. While it may be tempting to open credit cards to build your credit score, it's best to hold off. Too many credit applications can lead to hard inquiries, which can temporarily lower your score. This is true. Every time you fill out one of those cards at one of those stores to save yourself $50, you're taking a ding on your credit score and you're lowering your score for the next 30 to 60 days. And the reason why is all the credit score companies get is an inquiry. All right, ABC Shop for their ABC credit card inquired about you. They don't know if you got a credit card or not. They don't know what the limit is. They don't know what you spent. They don't know any of that until sometimes it's 60 to 90 days later.
Yeah. So now you're considered a risk. It's unknown. It's
Well,
an unknown. So
especially if
you're
you-
going to take the ding for it.
If you take the ding all like for multiple places all in the same month, you're really going to ding your credit score down.
Yeah, because now they're hitting the panic button looking at why are you doing this?
Now
what happened?
on the flip side, let's say you do open up ABC credit card.
Yeah.
Don't close the account.
No, because that's available credit and will work
Yep.
to your advantage when they're looking at your debt ratio.
If you have that credit available for a $2,000 limit and it's sitting there with nothing on it, just leave it sit there.
Yeah. Put the card away.
Yep.
Put it in your dresser drawer. Don't worry about it. Just leave it.
Shows them that you can pay off a bill and not rack up another bill, and they love it.
Yes.
Love it. It will raise your credit score amazingly.
Yep.
I also
love you.
think car loans are a good way to get your credit score up. If you have to take a car loan,
Yeah.
it's got to be a reputable place though. Usually through the dealership.
Yeah, I
Alright?
was going to say
Like
these
the brand.
dealerships. Yeah.
Yeah. Not one of these Fast Freddy.
Pot lot down the.
No,
Yeah,
some
no,
of those are.
no.
Some of them don't report. Some of them are shady. Some of them are all kinds of things.
Yeah.
But like if you're paying into Ford or GMC or GM directly on
Yep.
those, I've had my own car loans. I had a credit because I had a car loan when I was 16 because my mom. I don't know if my mom even co-signed. I had my own checking account at 16 because you could get that. Banks
Yeah.
would give you a checking account at
I
16.
had one. Yeah. I was working.
Now you can't do that. You gotta get your parents have to co-sign in 6 million ways and all this other stuff. Which, okay, whatever. But yeah, really came out of the gate with decent credit because I was making my own car payment. My whopping $152 a month.
That's a pretty good chunk of dough for a kid.
It wasn't bad. I made good money when I was in high school, though.
Yeah.
I worked at Sears and I made about $12,000 a year.
That's not bad.
That's not bad. Helping people buy computers and TVs.
Not too shabby.
So it's where I learned I don't sell anything, I solve problems. Because when you try to sell something, it gets returned. You solve their problem, and the client is happy and sends you 5 more people, and because they want to people want to be helped.
Yeah. They want to feel like they got
Yeah.
honest help.
Honest help. They want to be taken care of. So,
Well, all right then.
got a lot in Braidwood.
There it is.
0.44 acres in Braidwood on Kennedy Road. You can find it under 549 West Kennedy right now. It's not the actual address. We're trying to figure out the address on the property.
Oh,
it's the
really?
problem with it. Well, I don't think it is addressed because it's vacant land. So, but it's business
Well, you gotta have
zoned.
an address somewhere.
Yeah, it's business zoned.
Platted.
So
It's zoned. It's got to be. It's got to have an address if it's zoned.
Nope, it's zoned and pinned. It doesn't have an address. Zoning is done by the city. Pinning is done by the county. Who assigns the address? Post office. There's no building to deliver to. So the post office has an assigned address. Welcome to Illinois and the multiple levels of government, because that's how it works.
That's kind of odd.
Yeah, I double checked it last week and was looking through it. So, but we need an address. I used 549 West Kennedy. We got the PIN number is correct, but it's $50,000.
That's
for
really what
just-
matters is the PIN number.
Yeah, just shy of a half acre. Business zoning in.
Oh, it's zoned
Right.
business?
It is
Okay.
business zoned. Yeah, there is a daycare center next to it, and the American Legion is using the building for their bingo. So, and the building next to it is for sale, along with the 100 acres around the lake. So that's all up for sale.
Okay.
So, I don't have those listings. I was talking to the owner, and he's a listing agent himself. He's like, well, if you got anybody, let me know. Absolutely. So there's a good amount of land that's out there that's for sale, and a good amount of stuff. So
Nice.
all in Braidwood. So it's a nice little location. Some businesses over there right on Kennedy, right where Kennedy and Division cross.
Said it's along the water, did I understand?
Kind of, sort of. It doesn't back up to the water. There's a very small parcel that buffers between the water and this
Oh, okay.
lot. So there.
So it's not direct access.
It's not direct.
But it's
access.
pretty.
It is pretty because
Okay.
yeah, you'd see it. There's no doubt about it. So
All right.
definitely something to check out. West Kennedy Road, Braidwood, Illinois, Kennedy and Division. $50,000 asking price on this property, just shy of a half acre. So, all right. Here's a good topic.
There you go.
How to choose a great local real estate agent. Great local real estate agent.
There are quite a few. I'm proud to say we work with some very good
We have
professionals.
awesome real estate agents in our market. They
Yeah.
are amazing. So, and we're going to talk about them when we get back after the break. Keep it here. Get Real with Eddie.
It's Eddie Ruettiger from Exit Real Estate Specialists.
And Get Real with Eddie. I want to bring to your attention the Herbert Trackman Planetarium at Joliet Junior College. My son loves this. They offer free shows on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 6 p.m. It's perfect for stargazers. The show provides excellent astronomical instruction and entertainment for no charge. That's right, it is free on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 6 p.m. The planetarium features a 30-foot diameter dome, a new OmniStar digital planetarium projector. During the shows, you can enjoy sky tours using the projector and PowerPoint presentations covering a wide range of astronomical topics. For more information, please visit jjc.edu/planetarium. And for you educators out there, they are open for field trip bookings. So go to jjc.edu/planetarium.
Welcome to the Lions Club. Being a lion means knowing that kindness matters. We believe in changing the world by serving the needs of our local communities. More than 1.4 million Lions around the world are responding to local and global challenges with kindness and care. Come volunteer with us. Your Lions journey starts here. The Crest Hill Lions Club invites you to reach out to your local Lions Club to learn more about how you can be a part of a community and bringing passionate, kind-hearted people together to serve local needs. They build relationships that lead to opportunities. In short, when Lions serve, life improves and the community grows. Grow with us. Go to lionsclub.org to start your journey today. That's lionsclub.org. And don't forget to save the date for the Lions annual Luau and Car Show, Sunday, September 1st from 12 p.m. till 10 p.m. at St. Joe's Park, 700 Theodore Street, Joliet. Car Show will run from 12 p.m. to 4 p.m. in conjunction with annual community luau. $15 entry fee per vehicle. See you there.
Are you ready to make your next move in real estate? Look no further than Exit Real Estate Specialists, your innovative leader in the industry. At Exit, we're not just about transactions. We're about building relationships and fulfilling dreams. Step into a community of empathetic, well-trained professionals dedicated to your success. Our Exit Real Estate professionals are more than just agents. They're your trusted advisors and allies in the journey of buying, selling, or investing in real estate. Whether you're selling your home or searching for your next investment, trust Exit to provide an excellent experience from start to finish. Our commitment to putting people first means you receive personalized attention and support, ensuring your real estate goals are met with success. Call us today at 815-823-5478 or visit exitrealestatespecialist.com to learn more. Exit Real Estate Specialists, exceeding your expectations every step of the way.
Doing everything for you except the moving, and be glad. It's Get Real with Eddie.
Welcome back to Get Real with Eddie. All right. How to select a great real estate agent. First, check their reputation. Freddie Mac explains, you may want to look for a real estate agent who specializes in the type of home you're searching for. For example, if you're looking for an energy efficient home, look for an agent who experiences with finding and negotiating offers for those homes. If you're looking for new construction, you want to find an agent who has experience with new construction and isn't affiliated with the builder. I disagree with the affiliation. It depends.
It depends.
Are they doing it as dual agency or are they exclusively your agent? Because I've had arrangements with new construction where I did the marketing for them, but I had no agency. So I was your agent, and there would have been no reason why. And I did. I represented my buyer to the full extent. So.
Yeah, it depends on that kind of arrangement.
Yeah.
But that's a good question to ask and to know, because you don't know what you don't know.
I think, and I don't know if the article goes on to this, I think also talk to family and friends.
Yeah.
Ask them who they use. Go for I'm sorry, I believe in referral system.
Yeah, that's the best way to do it, because then you can ask question, hey, did they do a good job?
Who did you use?
Did you use? Who, would you use them again? What did you like about them? What didn't you? And then pick up the phone and talk to them.
Who did you use? Why did you use them? What did you like? Any dislikes?
Yeah.
Would you use them again?
Yeah.
I think those are the 5 questions. Look for a local market expertise. Business Insider says spending some time talking with prospective agents about the local real estate market and how it could impact your purchase or sale. You want to get an understanding of the knowledge they are about in the local market conditions. Whether they're helping you sell or buy, their strategy for you should account for those conditions. That's a great point. I don't know of many agents that can always cite some of the stats that me and you cite off the top of our heads. And mainly because we do this show every week.
Yeah. Well,
but man, do we have our finger and pulse on that market.
Yeah, we're stats kind of people.
Yeah.
But I would argue, too, that let's say, we're licensed for the state of Illinois. We can go anywhere we want, state of Illinois. But I would probably recommend out if somebody wanted to purchase in Champaign.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I don't know that market.
Bloomington.
I don't know the market.
Yeah.
So I'm going to find one of my cohorts that does know that market to help you out. You can't know everything about every location. It's just impossible.
Bank rate. The other aspect, too, is Bloomington's market is different than ours. How they negotiate, the contracts they use.
Yeah, it's all different.
It's all different. All completely different.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Like they don't use attorneys. A lot of these places
Bloomington's starting to.
down south
But
don't
yeah, Bloomington
use
is.
attorneys.
About 30% last I heard have attorneys. Maybe even up to 40.
Yeah.
They're starting to. So, Bankrate offers this advice. Interviews also give you the chance to find out the agent's preferred method of communication and their availability. For example, if you're comfortable texting and expect to visit homes after work during the week, you want to get an agent who's happy to do the same.
Yeah. Interview them. Talk to them. You know, see if you have a rapport. Because you know what? You won't have a rapport with everybody, but your agent you need to be able to communicate with and feel comfortable at it. Definitely.
I agree. It just makes a huge difference. If somebody's not communicating with me, they're not listening. And they're not gathering what's being said. You know, and that goes into the last point. Trust your gut.
Yes.
Business Insider, as long as you've properly vetted the agent, you considering and ensured they have the necessary expertise, it's okay to go with your gut. Maybe you have a better rapport with one agent of the agents you're considering, or you just feel like you're easier to approach. You're going to be working closely with this person, so it's important to choose an agent you're comfortable with.
That's why there's more of us than one. And we all have different styles of communicating. So
I love all you guys, I really do. I do not want all of you as a client. Some of you, and we are just going to be oil and water.
yeah.
It's just that simple. But hence why I love all of my other agents. My fellow brokers in the state of Illinois, most of them are amazing. All right, I know some of you got some bad stories about this one did this or this one did that. You know what? There's a lot more, and there's always another side to that story, I've learned. But overall, I want to help everybody, but not everybody wants to be helped in the same way that I help people.
Well, exactly. And again, it's about communication style and
Yep.
understanding what they need to be able to feel like they are heard.
Yep. Exactly.
So,
Exactly.
yep.
And so trust your gut. When you've got a rapport with somebody and it's a good vibe and it's a good feeling, odds are that agent's got that same good vibe and that same good feeling, and that agent wants to work with you.
Yep. Go for it. That's the
Yeah.
person to work with.
Go for it.
Yep.
I mean, most of the time, your gut is right.
Yeah. Would agree.
So, what was that stand-up comedian? You know, when you're young, you don't have a gut, so you got nothing to trust. That's why you get one when you're older from experience, because now you got something to trust.
It's true. Now you got a gut.
Now you got a gut. Now you got. So I don't know why that's running through my head.
I don't know.
I forget what her name is. I watch her on Instagram. She's pretty funny.
It's funny.
So I
You
just
earned that gut.
What?
I said you earned that gut.
You earn the gut. That's true. It's true. So I don't know. What other advice? We added in ask friends and family for referrals.
Yep.
I mean, you can go online and check out Google reviews and all that
Ask
stuff.
them. I mean, look at their reviews. Look at their testimonials. Ask family and friends. Ask them if they have a resume. You know, to verify that they're kind of in the same realm, that they have experience doing
You know what it's not on
whatever
here?
it is that you're looking for.
You know what's not on here?
But
That I think is another good way to look at and evaluate? Designations and association work.
I would agree with that.
Okay? So, like both me and Nancy, we have our ABR, our credit buyer's representation. Okay? I'm a past president of the local association. I was a director at the state association. Nancy's going through the chairs now. She's going to be coming up as secretary treasurer.
And I've been on the board of directors.
And you've been on the board of
And
directors.
I'm on Pro Standard State.
Yep. I've been on the,
Yep.
I won't get into the list of committees I've done. Last count I had, I was at 8 pages.
Yeah, I'm right behind you.
I mean, so that is something I think is another aspect. So tell me about your involvement with the industry. What do you do? Anything? Are you any positions? Things like that, because those individuals tend to have more experiences, or at least they're exposed to more stories. So now they have more knowledge of what to or what not to do in situations.
Yes. Well, and they're also building networking and involvement so that it's really important that they can work well and negotiate with other agents.
That's true. It's always easier to do a deal with someone you know than someone you don't.
Yep.
I mean, that's a valid point. So having that network, it's helped both of us. Let's be honest.
Oh, absolutely.
I mean, that was one of the things I think your biggest lean on you when you came over to join me so long ago was, I want you to get involved. And you were kind of like, oh, I don't want to. It's not.
What for? I didn't really get it until I went in there and really, and then I got it.
And now look at you.
Now I got it.
And now you're going to be the secretary.
Now I'm going to be installed to go start the chairs.
And now soon you're going to be past president, just like me.
Yep. Give me a couple years. I'll be there.
That wraps it up for Get Real with Eddie. Don't forget to join us online 24 hours a day, 7 days a week at getrealwitheddie.com. That brand new website looks amazing. Check it out. Store articles, past shows, the whole 9 yards. GetRealWithEddie.com, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
Thanks for listening. Eddie Ruettiger is the designated managing broker and owner of Exit Real Estate Specialists, located at 2750 Caton Farm Road, Joliet. License number 481014247. For questions, call Eddie at 815-823-5478.